Welcome to a new chapter of The Graveyard Shift. In this episode, we learn about our new co-host, Kendell, and we dig into the beginnings of Undead Gaming. Thanks for listening.
Mother, she talks a lot, and I get that from her. But a lot of the times when I'm talking, I try and make sure there's meaning behind it. And the more I've thought of that, the more I've been motivated to put myself out there, because I'm very introverted. That's the first thing about me that I tell people. You may not think it, I may not act like it, but I'm a very introverted person. So stuff like this is very hard for me. And this is kind of a breakthrough, because when you came to me, I genuinely was terrified. I've actually been a part of the Undead Gaming Discord for I don't even know how long. And that's why I love it, because like I'm a collaborator. I am the most like team person of all time. In a sense, my mother instilled into me, it's called Ubuntu, which means I am, we are. And it's really just not only being there for each other, but also choosing to be there for someone. And it could be in anything. So when you would come to me at first, it was scary because I knew I wanted to do something of this caliber at some point, and I felt like it was arriving at my doorstep. Like Doza was arriving at my doorstep telling me, hey, you know, I have this podcast that I do, and, you know, I need a co-host. And the first thought in my head was, oh my God, you could co-host that, because it drew me in. But that fear was more of me feeling frightened by, oh my gosh, like it's right here, it's right now. And trying to stay in the present, it's very scary for me because I think about so much ahead of me. So staying in that moment is what helped me to be where I am right now, talking to you. Yeah, and we've had conversations, but I just want to know, like, what, not even what motivated you, but like, I mean, what inspired that? Because you were saying, you know, the whole COVID thing happened and you wanted to create this community. But like, I want to feel how much that impacted you as it was happening. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, that's a good question. So, yeah, I mean, when COVID hit, it was a big deal for a lot of people. They were non-essential workers, as they were called, were home for months on end. And a lot of people at home felt that they needed a home away from home. And it doesn't matter the situation or circumstance, you could just want that. Either you haven't fit in ever, and you just wanted a place to be socially, or you have a lot of things going on at home that you just need an escape for. Especially during COVID, those things are intense. They get more intense. They just become they're magnified. Those issues become magnified because they're happening all the time. And I was experiencing that too. So I went online to play games, and I had a few friends that I played with almost every day. We decided to try, like, let's mess around and make a competitive team. We just played Search and Destroy. We had no idea what Call of Duty competitive was. So we just, like, played multiplayer Search and Destroy with 6 people and called it a competitive team. And it was the funniest thing in the world. We called ourselves, our clan tag was BBIH, and it stood for Big Booty bitches. No, BBBIH. Yeah, big booty bitches was our original name.
Uh-oh.
And we played in search and destroy tournaments. We maybe won one match ever, and then I started adding a lot of people, and I was like, there's a clan, I think it was called, in Modern Warfare 2019. We made a clan, and I added a lot of friends, a lot of family, and then we tried to make the competitive side a little bigger. Like, let's try and do search and destroys with 2 teams. Let's make 2 teams. Maybe let's make 3 teams. And it kept getting bigger. And then Call of Duty Cold War hit. And I believe it was 2020 that came out. And when Cold War hit, we took competitive in a different direction. We took it a little more seriously. I picked up a very good player. His name was Eddie. He came in and he saw what we were doing, and he was like, this isn't really competitive. I like what you guys are doing. I love you guys as a whole, but what you guys are doing isn't really competitive. And then he showed me really what competitive was, and so I went with it. I kind of just followed in it. And in Call of Duty Cold War, I competed as well. I competed with Eddie, EV Pledix, and this other guy whose name escapes me. But I played competitive with them as a team of 4, and I was bad. I was pretty bad in Call of Duty Cold War. Eddie was a great player. He wanted to be a serious competitive player, and when we played competitive matches, I could just tell I was really holding him and the team back. And him being such a great guy and a team player, he didn't want to just up and leave. You know, he didn't want to be that guy to just say, well, he's not taking it seriously, I'm not really committed, I'll just leave. He could have done that at any time. He never did. You know, he would instead approach me about ways maybe to get better, or maybe how to improve. Or the other time it came up was more about maybe it's time to give up the seat, you know. And I kind of realized that I was holding him back so much that I stepped down. I looked for an actual competitive player to make an actual competitive team.
Build that up.
That's where that started up. It started competitively, an actual competitive level in Call of Duty Cold War. We joined AEC. It became a little more serious. And then after we kind of got that part rolling, I kind of lost the route I initially wanted to go with in 2019, which was community. I wanted to get people in here to have a place to belong at a time, or maybe they don't feel that. And so when I stepped down for competitive and I was more managing, I then decided to pick up the community, to try and play with people online, I'd play whatever I wanted to play. Like, I'd play search and destroy, and I would play with a microphone. Other people would have a microphone, and if I just heard and felt good vibes, I'd keep playing with them. I would add them as a friend, and then after enough time, I would say, hey, I have this community on Discord that I think you would love. We have a lot of cool people there. I play every day. You can hit me up on there. Like, I was doing that a lot. I was hitting a lot of people up, and it became that for a while.
Exactly. That's how you build that. Like, that's how you build that genuine community, though. You didn't just find all the people you could, throw them in a community, and call it a day. Like, you were genuinely playing with these people and like building that relationship first. And like, I feel like that's why like your community is so genuine.
Right. And I appreciate that note, and I get that a decent amount, because what we bring to the table is more than just like, oh, it's a Discord community, and community can be used so loosely these days, but it's more of like an actual place to show who you are. You know, you can show your artwork, you can show you're low talent level and people will still gas you up, you know? Like if you've only ever gotten bronze in ranked and you got your first double kill ever, you post that and people are still gassing you up. Like there's going to be nobody there who's going to be, oh well, that happens all the time, that's not impressive. It's more of, I wanted it to have a family feel, and to this day it kind of grew into a much more impactful community.
It's beautiful being an uplifting person that I am, seeing that in a community that uplifts each other, because like what I think a lot of people forget is we are our own person. Like we live our lives. It doesn't matter how similar you can feel to another person. Like our own experiences are exactly that. It's our own. And being able to get your first double kill, post it to a community, right? Or a family, as you say, like I guess that's more accurate. Posting it to the fam and they're all like, oh my God, like you got that double kill. Oh shit, oh my God. Like that is what's beautiful about being together and like uplifting one another, is because you could have 1,000 double kills in your log, in your mind, that you've done before that you don't even remember. But that one double kill that they just got, they're gonna remember that because one, it was their first, but also like everyone uplifted them in that moment. And that's what's powerful about me feeling that team aspect of Undead Gaming. And it was very daunting, and that's what I was telling you a while back. Actually no, it wasn't even that long ago, where I was saying like there's a reason I never left that community. It doesn't matter if I was active in it. I felt how powerful that community was. Like there's a reason I stayed as long as I did, and you know, there's no right time other than now. And that's why I'm happy to be even here talking to you in this form, because like I see what you've built. I genuinely see that and I appreciate it. And that's why I'm here. And there's been so many communities with friends that I know to this day, that I still talk to this day, that I talk to more than I talk to you. And I would never join their Discord group again. Like no shot. And that's why it feels so genuine to me, is because I don't need to talk to you every single day, every second of the day, to feel that strong relationship with you. And that's why I appreciate how far back we go, because we were doing science projects together, bro. We made a light bulb go off with lemons. Like that still daunts me to this day. I'm like, how did we do that? You know? And that's why I appreciate you. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy.
As much credit as I would love to take for building this as much as I did, I had a few like OGs that were here. Like they were here since the beginning, and a couple of them still are, and still are super active. And one person that has been here since the beginning of the community, I also want to shout out real quick, Shadow. He has been here since the beginning. He was one of the original people that was like on the Search and Destroy competitive team that I made back in 2019. But I also know him in real life. He's like a family member of mine, and we actually grew so close over having this community. He's gotten involved in the community to the point to where he became so involved, he helped lead it. You know, he's always somebody to welcome people who come in. You know, he's not that competitive of a player, you know, or doesn't have the raw talent of Shotzi or whatever, but he is playing with everybody regardless. And you know, a lot of people here I can't really have done this without, but
It's that
I'm
community,
really,
that
yeah,
family aspect, you know.
exactly, exactly. You get what I'm
Ubuntu,
talking
like my mom says.
about.
You know, I'm buying Black Ops 7. Like, I haven't gotten it yet, but like, I'm buying Black Ops 7 to play with the Undead Gaming community. Like, I have no drive to get that game outside of that, and I'm getting it. Like, I'm motivated to get it because of that. Like, I genuinely just want to be a part of it, and I'm so motivated to be a part of it that, like, I don't care how that happens. You know, it's really about it happening. Like, I feel like I've been inactive for so long, and I'm trying to be more proactive about the things I'm doing, and this community is a part of that. You know, like, it's been a long time coming for me, in a sense, and that's why I appreciate being here. Like, I'll say it a million times. I'm happy to be here. I mean that.
Who knows? Who knows what the future has coming from you and I? You know, this is only our first podcast together, and obviously there's going to be many more, and hopefully there's going to be many more projects that we can do in the future as well.
Exactly. Like, I'm a collaborator, and you're one of the greatest. Like, you're one of the greatest sightseers I know. Like, you're very good at putting things together, and like, I've known that since we were children. Ironically, like, I've known that, and it's kind of funny how, like, I tell people things come full circle all the time, but I feel like the best things are what really comes full circle, whether it be a bad lesson you need to learn or good people that are in your life for a reason. You know, like, you've had such an impact on me without even trying. You know, like, that science fair, I'll remember that for the rest of my life, and you were a part of that. And that's something that, like, it sticks with me. I don't remember everything. You know, I got ADHD. I forget things all the time. But there are things that I can't, that I won't allow myself to forget. And that's, like, the relationship that I have with you. You were saying it earlier. We've never had a time where we were, like, just in bad blood with each other. Because I know one thing about you, you don't want that. You know, I know the one thing about Hondo is he wants to keep a good relationship with someone that he knows not just is a good person, but wants good for them too. And that's what I've always wanted for you, because we've just had that good community, that good family aspect. Like, I consider you more than a friend to me. Like, there's people that I consider my friend. You're more than that. I don't care how much we talk, but you genuinely are more than that. Where did I have you come, Hondo? When we first saw each other for the first time, we were just talking about it. Where did you go?
What's your mom's?
To my mom's house, bro. You came to my mother's house. Like, that should speak right there. Like, I had you come to my mom's house. I was ready to feed you. I was like, yeah, my mom, you know, she just cooked up. Like, it's deeper than a friendship here. Like, this relationship between me and you isn't just a friendship to me. And that's why I was so happy to come on here and just talk to you. You know, and that's what I want. And it motivates me more, you saying, hey, I want to bring other people on. Like, yes, I want that too, because I want other people to be heard. But me and you have that same mindset of letting people be heard. It's not just about me. Like, I don't want this to just be the Hondo and Kendell, sorry, the Doza and Kendell, like, podcast. You know, I want other people to be able to experience this, because it's deeper than just us talking to each other. Like, you're letting people be heard, and like, I already feel heard in the best way, not just me yapping my lips off. So I'm more than happy to do this because of that.
And I know you've told me this last time, and I don't know if I believe you, because one of the events I invited you to do was to talk with that, like, governor candidate from Nebraska, because he wants to run for governor, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you were telling me that, like, oh, I don't really get into politics, or I don't really like to talk about politics, or something like that, something along those lines. And the reason I don't believe you is because with something that we agree on is that there's a difference between politics and morals, right? So to me, what politics are like, where's the money going in the government? Like, what specific jobs are doing what for this in this part of the government? Like, that's a little political for me. What's not political is like gay rights, trans rights, immigrant rights, how we treat brown people, how we treat black people, how we treat women. That's not political, nor should that ever be looked at as political. And it shouldn't be.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Okay.
So that's
full disclaimer before you say anything else. Okay. I will be honest in the sense, yes, I love and I enjoy, like, not just standing up for myself, but standing up for others in that sense, you know, like, and I don't like that stuff being seen as political because of that. I'm like, that should be a human thing, not a political thing. Like, if I see another human being and they're different from me, I'm not gonna judge them. I want to understand them. And I don't care how they feel about themselves or how they feel about me. I care about who they are. Like, that's what I care about the most. So when I was saying, like, I don't like getting into politics or I don't like talking about politics, what I actually meant was I don't like the fact that people mix that up. Like, I don't like that. And that's the reason I it's not that I avoid it. I will talk anyone about anything. But the reason that it's not something I enjoy is how real it gets, on top of how, I don't want to call people stupid, but how uneducated people are on these things, to the point where they do make it political, you know, and it's in our politics, it's in our laws. And I genuinely dislike that. I'm not going to say I hate it, but I genuinely dislike that part. And that's why I said that, you know, and I also feel I'm not educated enough to be studying someone who is deep into politics like that. So I was in fear of, like, me doing that research. I'm learning more from doing that research than I would be giving to you for talking to that guy that's running for governor. Like, I'd be gaining more out of it than you would, because there's so much I can understand, but there's also so much I can know. And I'm very avoidant of that, because I feel there's so many things that get real political that shouldn't be a political issue. It's a human issue. And that's me in a nutshell. Like, I'm a humanitarian first. I'm here for human rights. I'm here for humanity. And I want everyone to flourish together and be at least cordial with each other. Like, that should be the bare minimum. But that's just not how it is. And that reality is what gets me avoidant of that. And that's me being honest. Like, I'm very avoidant in that sense, where I don't want to be a part of the topic if we're talking politics. And then someone brings up, should a woman be able to like abort her child. Like, yes, I don't care what anyone has to say. That is her choice. I don't care how you feel about it. I don't care how this person feels. I don't care how she feels about it. At the end of the day, it's her choice. We should be able to make those choices. The consequences of those choices is a whole different topic, but that choice should still be our own. And that is all I will say on that. But that's how I feel. You know, like at the end of the day, our choices are our own. That's just how that's how I'll always feel. No one will ever change my mind on that. And when it becomes political, I'm like, this is stupid. I don't like it. I'm like, how is this political? I don't get it. I don't understand it. So that's why. That's why, Hondo. That's the reason why, you know, I said that. So
I
that's
get why.
just for your yeah. I know you.
I get why.
But
I get why. But
I mean,
here's my argument as to why it would have been fun either way. Is that I mean, it's our interview. We can talk about anything we want to talk about. It doesn't have to get to the nitty gritty, right? Like I don't need to be asking him about his agriculture shit or his economical shit.
Yeah.
I want to see where he lands at with trans rights. I want to see where he lands at with the McCook detention center. You know what I mean? Like that's the shit that I need to get under his skin about. I need to get in his brain. I need to pick his brain about what he's going to be supporting, what he's not going to be supporting in terms of, I mean, really just human rights, you know. But, you know, it'll definitely be something maybe we can explore another time. Hell, it might even pop again with another opportunity. But
oh, trust me when I say this, Hondo. I'm not opposed to it. It's just like I seek uncomfortability, and there's a reason that makes me uncomfortable, and I need to face it. Like it's something I need to face because, and like I said, like I am a black man in America, and I've experienced what black men experience in America. The bad, the good, all of it. I've experienced it, you know, and I can't speak for anyone else but my experience, and I don't like how my life experience has gone a lot of the time. And a lot of those reasons were because I was a black man in America. So that's the reason it's uncomfortable. Like that's the introvert in me, you know, and I'm fighting that, and I'm trying to let out how I feel. So that challenged me, and that's why I avoided it. It was a challenge to me, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I can't do this. I can't do this. That's what I was telling myself. Like, no, don't do that. Like, why would you do that? You know, but you made a great point in saying it's our podcast, right? Like if you're gonna have me on, like I feel we have that power. Like it's ours, it's our entity, and he is the guest. And I wasn't thinking in that sense when you were asking me that. I was thinking it the whole other way. So you kind of like snapped me out of it when you said that.
You were thinking like, yes, CNN interview.
Yeah, you know, like, yeah, we on CNN, and like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I wasn't, yeah. And shit. Yeah, exactly. And at the end of the day, it's ours. And that's why, you know, that's why I appreciate you, because like you help me see in different point of views that aren't mine. And that's what just helped me just now, like live in conversation. Podcast. Yeah, literally on the podcast. I was like, oh my gosh, you're so right. Like it's ours. We can ask whatever we want.